Everybody, welcome back. We're going on with different types of training tools that are of proper use and how to use them properly. Today's edition is the no-slip martingale. So basically what this is a flat collar with a chain attachment to it so that the dog cannot slip out of it. Now there is an improper way and a proper way of using these types of training tools. So bear with me as I explain with you how to properly put them on and also how to properly use them. All right, so let's bring my little sidekick out again. All right, so first off, when you are putting this on, make sure that it's loose enough so that way it could fit right over the dog's head. Some dogs' heads are bigger than others, so make sure that you're not, squeezing their brains. We don't want to do that, okay? So we're going to slip it over the dog's head like so, okay? And as you can see right here, okay, here's the chain portion. And what I don't want to do is where if these two D-links right here touch, it's not properly fitting. It actually, if anything, it's too loose. What happens here is if these two rings are touching, then the collar is not doing its duty. And so what happens is, especially for dogs that don't like to be on collars and they like to pull back and then they pull the leashes right over their head, this is what's going to prevent that. So right now, it's not properly fit, okay? The D-rings right there are touching. So if the dog really wanted to, okay, he can slip right out of that collar, okay? So let's go ahead and adjust that. So what I'm going to do is you want to make this tight, and if you viewed my previous episode on flat buckle collars, it's the same idea. You want it snug, but not too snug to where the dog is choking itself, okay? Or actually being choked by the collar, I'm sorry. And you want it to fit to where those two D-links do not touch, okay? So now we have some links in between the dog's on the chain right here. The two D-links are not touching now. When I actually engage it, those D-links still do not touch either. This prevents the dog from slipping out of the collar. So let's say he's trying to slip out. There is no way that dog can slip out of that collar when the leash is being engaged and also the collar as well. So right now, my assistant here cannot get out of this collar no matter how hard he pulls. And he will be safe from being run over or anything like that if he escapes his collar. Now, this can also be used as a correctional collar. And so similar to the choke chain, you want it to where it engages and disengages with pressure and non-pressure. And so when you connect the leash to the martingale, what you want to be able to do is just do a quick snap, okay? If you're feeling that you are holding onto your dog and that's the way you think it's to correct, that's actually incorrect. All you're doing is actually creating more damage to your dog, choking him. As you can see, he won't be able to breathe after a while. That's not what the purpose of training tools are. It's to give a correction. So if I want to correct my dog, it's just to be a quick snap just like that. Okay? Now, martingales have a pros and cons to it. It can be used as a correctional device. However, with dogs with longer necks, such as like greyhounds, Great Danes, this might not be a good idea because the types of dogs that with the long necks, what happens is as the dog moves, this collar will actually go down lower and lower and lower to where you're actually correcting the throat portion. Whenever you're correcting a dog, it should be actually as high as possible behind the ears up here to not create damage right here, okay? Because this is a sensitive spot of the dog. And so when you put the martingale on, make sure that you are constantly looking to see, especially when you're walking them, that it is up high, okay? You don't want it down below. So when you're correcting the dog, it's just doing the head, it's going right below the head right here instead of the entire chest and body being over. So that is the martingale. And if you guys have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask on my Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Dog Obedience Academy. Thank you so much, everybody, and hope you enjoyed this episode.